You ready? Hi, I'm Ron the Piano Doctor. I'm here to tell you all the little things you need to know about buying a piano. Technician always can't be with you when you're making a purchase off of Craigslist or through a private party. So I'm going to show you a few steps that are very, very important. Things that you have to know so you don't get a junk piano. Number one, the first thing we're going to do is we got this beautiful one. I just refinished and rebuilt it. It's an Ellington Baldwin. First thing you need to do before you do anything, start with the first key. Every note all the way to the top. Listen for any sour notes. You won't find any on this one because we just tuned it. So I can't demonstrate that. But if you hear one that's real sour, you know better because it's got loose pins in it. Okay, we're going to start opening up the piano. The first thing, the lid's always lift up. What we will do is you will take and lean the lid back. That's very important. Okay, this whole face of the piano comes off. You usually have a little clip here in the back. But you can look right down in here and you can see how it is. And it will release. This one I will show you when we get the lid off how it works. The whole front of the piano lifts out, lifted up like this. This particular piano has got these little clips here that just drops over. So the whole front comes out very easily. A lot of times you might have a slider in there or something. Look in there, and they're very simple to understand. Look in, see how it detaches. There will be a hook usually on each side to release it, and it lifts out. Take the face of the piano, move it out of the way. The next place that you're going to open up is under the key bed. That's right here. You will look underneath there, you'll see what's called the kick panel. You will get down like this. Underneath the piano, you will see on that kickboard, there's a little spring clip under there. Push up on the spring clip and lift this panel right out. It'll come right out. Very simple. We'll move it over out of the way. Okay, now we're ready to inspect the piano for the different things that are crucial. First thing we're going to do after we've already checked if it seems like the pins are tight, it's in reasonable tune, you will take your finger. You will start here on the hammers. Run your finger across the top of the hammer like this. And across like this. And across like this. What's ending up happening is you are testing to see if there's any broken flanges on the hammer assembly. If you've got a broken flange, the hammer will swap back and forth like this. That's a big no-no. If you've got one, it's not a big deal. It's a simple fix for a technician. I wouldn't recommend a novice trying to pull the action out and repair it. Okay, the next thing you should check is take one of the hammers like this and try to twist it back and forth at this angle like this. Just play with it a little bit. If you've got any hammers that feel a little sloppy in there, they may have come unglued. And in that process, you're not going to have the hammer striking the strings so that it gives you a good tone quality. Alright, now that we've got that figured out, right through this area, these are called bridle straps. It's very, very important that all of these bridle straps are hooked to these little spring clips. That's what causes the piano on an upright to help the hammer come back for repetition. You push the hammer forward, push down on the key, you see the hammer goes forward, this assembly goes forward. When you let it off, it comes back. This bridle strap helps pull the hammer back quickly. Alright. The next thing you want to do is you will take this area here. You will also do just like this with your finger. Make sure none of those are sloppy. If any of those are sloppy, you could possibly have broken parts down in this part of the piano, in the action. Okay, that's important. The next thing, while we're up here at the top, these are the tuning pins. Every note is hooked to a tuning pin. When you're looking at this, one thing you want to look at is critical. Look at this area of the strings in here. See if there's any rust on these parts of the strings or on the pins. If it has rust on it, you don't want to buy it because it's been wet. The next thing you want to look for is right in here where the loops are around the pin from the string is what's the distance from the loop to the plate. If there's no distance there, that means that the pins have been driven in the piano. You don't want to buy the piano because it's got a bad pin block in it. Or that it's been tuned so many times that it won't hold tuning, which can be repaired, but it's expensive. You can put larger pins in, but that runs about $1,900. Put a new set of pins in and new strings. So you don't want to spend a lot of money on a piano that you're going to have to do that process to. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look underneath the piano, down through here. This is a tenor bridge here. This is the bass bridge. You need to look where every one of these pins, where the string comes across, that pin will come across that bridge against those pins. Check to see if where those pins are, if there's any little cracks in there. If there's cracks in those pins, and I will get the light so you can see a little bit better on what I'm talking about. This will give you a better idea. These are the pins here. If there are cracks in there along those pins, that means that you're not going to get a cross bearing that's going to hold that pin tight. Okay, now we've pretty much figured out this little situation. Let's close this top back up.